Today I'm going to show you my button mappings on my McLaren steering wheel as well as my force feedback settings. Hello and welcome to Boonatix, the channel for simracing beginners and enthusiasts alike. And today's video has been requested by a lot of viewers on my channel, so thank you for that. It's a pleasure to actually fulfill requests like that. It's a lot of fun, and yeah, why not? And let me show you today actually the settings I have for the force feedback, because I'm using the Fanatec CSL Elite Wheelbase with the new McLaren GT3 V2 steering wheel. So I'm going to show you the tuning menu, what I've set in the game for the force feedback, and also how I mapped the buttons on the steering wheel. So let's get right into it. So here we go for my buttons on the McLaren GT3 version 2 wheel from Fanatec. Let's just start. On the upper left is actually the orange button without any sticker. I like to use spontaneously as push to talk in team races, or if I'm with my teammate together. And right next to it, which is actually the neutral button, which is hard to press on this, I'm using as ignition because I'm not really, don't need the ignition that often. So it's just there to activate the ignition once. And right next to it, the little red lever is actually to switch through ECU mappings. For example, if it starts to rain, or if I need to save fuel, I can just, increase or decrease the ECU mapping. I then have the indicator for left mapped below. I have the MFD menu where I can flick through either the times, or pit stop. On the bottom left, the little joystick I'm using to look back with the camera, or to look left or to look right, or as well to navigate through the menus of the game if I don't want to use mouse or keyboard. On the right side, the second red knob is for the brake balance, forward or backwards. The P here, another hard to press button, which is really cool by the way, is for the pit limiter. I have my flashlights right here. I have the indicator to the right here. This button is actually currently not really mapped. I have been using it to spontaneously look back, but I'm currently actually thinking about either using it for wipers or the lights. And here is actually the button to start the car. In the middle, the knob is actually to set the mode of which I want to have for the black pedals that are currently set for the clutch. And then the two knobs left are traction control and ABS settings. So there you go. These are the buttons I've mapped on my steering wheel. So let's go through the tuning menu on the steering wheel, which is actually set the following. I have first point sensitivity, usually set to 900, same as in the game. Force feedback on the tuning menu is set to 100. Drift mode is set -2. The FEI set to 80. Force set to 100. Spring set to a 50, damper set to a 40, brake level set to 100, shock set to 70, MPS set to CONST mode. And there you go. These are the tuning menu settings of my McLaren steering wheel. And here we are in the options. So this is what I have set in the game for my CSL Elite Wheelbase and the McLaren steering wheel. So the gain is set to 80% and dampening to 100%, minimum force 0, road effects 5%, frequency 333 Hz, steer lock is at 900, and the rest, steering linearity, brake gamma is at 1, gear shifty bouncing 50, extras enabled. So the first time I installed the McLaren GT3 steering wheel, it was actually really cool. You could just load the preset here and then remap the buttons as you like. And then don't forget to save what you did in your settings to your own profile then, so that in an emergency you can always come back to it. It might be that this might feel a bit too strong for you. You can always kind of try to reduce the gain to your likings or increase the road effects to even more so that you feel more what's going on the road. But after using these settings for a couple of months now, I feel really comfortable with that, and I actually enjoy a stronger feedback and, having to work a bit harder for, the performances in the game. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope it was interesting to you. I'm really looking forward to you guys actually giving this a try, and maybe, leave me a comment how you enjoyed it, if these force feedback settings and button settings were helpful to you, or feel free to share your own settings and your own experience, because it's always interesting to see what other people are using, if they prefer more or less stronger or easier force feedback. And I'm just making sure the tuning menu settings will be written down in the video description so that you maybe have an easier time to set it up for yourself. Just keep in mind, these are just settings for the CSL Elite Wheelbase. If you have like the 2.5 version or a direct drive wheel or something else, you might need to set up different settings that you can then find in the Fanatec forums or on other channels from other people who have already been using these. If you enjoyed the video and you haven't done so far, just please be sure to subscribe to not miss any future updates and live streams. If you liked the video, if it was helpful, I would appreciate to get a thumbs up for it. You can help support the channel through that. And yeah, I thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon in one of my next streams. Take care, stay safe. Bye bye.